Hey, and welcome back to Mike Reed's Katawa Shoujo, and, we had lunch and went to school, and now we're in our room. I sit down half-heartedly, chip away at my homework for a while, feeling like a vulture picking at a particularly unsavory carcass. I don't know if my volume's even on, but I'm gonna wing it anyway. Actually, let me just make sure. It works. It knows this is what it eats, but it's not sure that it shouldn't be ordering takeout instead. I don't think I can take this, but it's important to get my work done. Now let's see, what was I supposed to be looking over again? I know it's a losing battle, but I fight it anyway. Halfway through my math homework, I put my pencil down. This isn't working. I need a distraction. Unfortunately, my options for distractions are rather slim. I'm not in the mood to read right now. Kenji is unusually out of his room at the moment. If I go to the student council room, I'll just end up doing work for those two. And heaven only knows where everyone else is, except for... well, I suppose that's an option. I grab my shoes and head for the track. Emi's probably down there. Track practice is just ending as I arrive at the track. The sun's beginning to dip low into the sky. Has it really gotten that late already? What are you doing down here, Sal? Come to spy on me, have you? Yep. I give a shrug. To be honest, I'm not sure why I'm down here. I didn't have anything better to do. I figure that's about right. At the moment, Emi is the only person I can think of who I could visit. So I'm your last resort, am I? Nobody cool around, so I'll just go see Emi? Is that what you thought? She actually looks angry. A chance for some teasing of my own presents itself. Actually, yeah, I guess you are. Emi pouts, widening her eyes to give the maximum amount of puppy dog resemblance. No, I wasn't. So you are down here to stalk me. Wait, what? That's not what I meant. Why would I stalk you anyway? It's not like you require stalking. If you're not asleep or in class, you're down here, right? Emi laughs at this comment. Well, you're not all wrong, I suppose, but you forgot about eating. I do that too, you know. I nod, conceding the point. Plus, I hang out with Rin sometimes too. So really, I might take some effort to stalk. What do you two do together anyway? You don't seem to have a lot in common. She puts her hands on her hips and assumes a superior air. That's what you think. I've got all sorts of hidden hobbies, you know? Oh really? Like what? Lesbianism? Emi puts her head on one side, as if she's trying to remember what it is she does in her free time. Well, Rin and I go out shopping sometimes. I guess that makes sense. Emi's a girl after all, but Rin? Rin comes with you? We usually swing by the art supply store. Plus, she likes this music store that sells all kinds of weird sounding stuff. Like music. She says it helps focus her. That makes a little more sense. I see. Any other hidden hobbies? Emi wags a finger at me. No. Why would I go and reveal all my dark secrets to you? I know it. We hardly know one another. Somehow I think that's all that Emi has in the way of hobbies. Still, I don't think my question's been answered. Even if you do have a few hobbies, I still don't see why you hang out with Rin so much. I mean, she's kinda weird, isn't she? This comment causes Emi to laugh loudly. Ah, that's the understatement of the year. So why? I mean, you're a lot better at conversation and stuff, so I figured you'd hang out with a lot of people, but I think I've only ever seen you with Rin. Emi seems unusually defensive. I hang out with plenty of people that aren't Rin. You just don't see me doing it because I'm not in your classes. Okay, that still doesn't explain why you hang out with Rin. I'm not even sure why I want to know this. I guess it is because lunch was so strange. Emi shrugs, looking for a moment very Rinish. It's because we have similar outlooks. If you were to ask me the least likely answer to my question, that would be it. What do you mean? It's like... Sorta like... Let me just spell it for you. Okay. Rin paints and stuff, right? Yes. I'm not sure where this is going. I only know where this is going. And it's gotta be lesbian sex. Well, I run. And? Well, okay, I got it. Let me take a guess. So because she paints, she rubs the brush, and she runs her... Oh, I'm taking this to a dark place. And that's why we're similar. You lost me. Emi frowns as if trying to figure out her answer. Well, maybe it's that we do things for the same reason. Huh? Passion? You know, yeah, I was right for once. We follow our passions. So you're passionate about running and Rin's passionate about art. Is that it? Well, sort of. Let me think. Well, Rin explained it to me once, but I don't know how much of it I followed. Not surprising. I think any explanation from Rin would probably confuse anyone. She says we both chase after an extreme. Like she's always trying to find a new way to show a particular feeling or something. And I run because of the feel I get from it. And since we don't allow ourselves to be slowed down by anything, we make a connection based on that. What do you mean, slowed down by anything? Emi looks surprised and points to her legs. You know, because I'm a runner, and Rin's a painter without arms. So we respect each other's determination. That's why we hang out. I think. Well, I'm not sure that made any sense to me, but from Emi's sheepish expression, she's not sure about it either. Honestly, it's not something I think about much. We just get along. I think that's really all that matters. I suppose she's got a point there. Another question strikes me, and since I've got nothing better to do, I ask it. So what got you into running anyway? Well, I've been running since I was really little. My dad was a runner, and as soon as I could walk, he started teaching me how to run. It was our father-daughter thing, you know? Our own mutual hobby. A shadow crosses her face, and I'm shocked to see her looking sad. Oh, her dad's dead, ain't he? Did something happen between them? Yeah, probably death. Man, I don't have a lot of time left. Sorry, but I've got to get a few more laps in before I go see the nurse. She races off around the track, hair streaming in the wind. It seems to me that she's going a lot faster than she was this morning. As she rounds the track, I catch a glimpse of her face. It's much the same as it was this morning, but her eyes seem to have taken on a harder edge. I guess she's right. I don't really know much about her. I watch her run for a little while, and then stand up to head back to my room. Hey! She spots me leaving and waves to catch my attention. Don't forget, same time tomorrow morning, got it? Got it. Head back to my room. Homework beckons. I can't sleep. My body's tired, but my mind is kept awake, staring at the ceiling in the hollow of darkness of my room. I grasp desperately for a thread of thought, hoping that I can run my brain into the ground. All I can think of is how I can't think of anything. This is not productive at all. I wonder if this is a side effect of my medication, though it seems odd for it to take so long to show up. And again, maybe I'm just not as used to my new surroundings as I'd like to think. I don't know, but for whatever reason, I'm awake and I shouldn't be. This is ridiculous. Ignoring my body's stiffness, I get out of bed and look at my clock. 4 in the morning. Last time I checked, it was only 1, so maybe I slept a little. I don't know. I throw on some clothes and head out of my room. A walk might do me some good. I'm surprised at how chill the air is compared to the relative warmth of the day. I can almost see my breath as I wander the campus, waiting for the sun to come up or for me to fall asleep. At this point, either option works for me. I find myself at the track where for the first time Emi's not out running. I suppose that makes sense. It's too early, even for her. The bleacher seats are cold, but at this point I welcome the sensation. The sun is starting to show its face over the horizon, and I know with an awful certainty that I'll get no more sleep tonight. The sun's steadily strengthening rays start to warm me up, and I watch the dew on the ground begin to steam slightly. My mind calms down a little. Oh, looks like we're going to sleep on the track. Someone's shaking me. Hey, wake up! Huh? Where? What? I guess I fell asleep after all. What are you doing out here? You can go in to catch a cold or something. I rub my eyes and am confronted by Emi, who bends over me with a worried expression. I'm still a little groggy, so my response comes out in a mumble. Couldn't sleep. Watch the sun come up. Sounds like something Rin would say. I shrug, feeling the stiffness that comes with sleeping on a bench for a few hours. Is it? I wouldn't know. Emi grins a little at my somewhat cranky response. Whoops. So, couldn't sleep, eh? Obviously, we need to run you harder today. Even though I've only known her for about a week, this seems very Emmy-ish responsive to the problem. Hey, my body was plenty exhausted after yesterday. My mind was just racing, that's all. I don't see the difference. If you run hard enough, your brain will get tired too. I'm seriously questioning the wisdom of doing the first thing in the morning. I don't know if my grades will be able to handle me tiring my brain out like that. Emi pulls me up from the bleachers with surprising strength for someone her size. Now come on, Issa, we've got work to do. And that's gonna be another episode.